Let's talk cashing in with Chelsea. Hello, hello, hello. My name is Lola Shaw. I'm an internationally working, multi-agency represented full-time model, and I coach busy women just like you on how to get back into modeling and book paid modeling jobs. So if you're into that, follow for more. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad to be back on live with you guys doing a free coach Friday moment. It is long overdue. I want to tell you guys about how Chelsea, shout out to Chelsea girls. So if you see this, you hear this, shout out to you. How she went from literally her full time job and just dreaming about modeling to multiple paid model job bookings with no agency, without changing her look, without changing her location, all in the time that I was coaching her. Let's talk about it. So, um, recently, I have been doing a lot of challenges over the summer with really jumpstarting your modeling careers, right? Because for the first half of the year, a lot of you guys were telling me, like, yeah, I want to model. Modeling's a dream, but I don't know where to start. 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 I don't know how to start. I don't know how to start in my current look. I don't know how to start with my current location. I don't know what to do to start without an agency. And so I came up with a couple of different challenges that are literally, literally able to start your modeling career in 30 days. Like 30 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 30. 30 days. I told you guys it's gonna be 30 minutes a day for 30 days, and we can literally create your actual modeling career that'll get you paid. And the crazy thing is, Chelsea, as amazing as she is, it took her a while to kind of like get into the groove, girl. And I love her to pieces. She's amazing. But it took her a while to kind of grasp what modeling really is versus what she wanted it to be. Because again, Chelsea's like a lot of you guys, right? Chelsea is, she likes the idea of modeling. She thinks it's really cool. She loves the option of making money for just being who she is. She loves that it can allow her to travel. She loves that the amount of money you could make to get her out of her day job, like the whole 9 yards, right? And I talked to Chelsea twice before she decided to work with me one-on-one and actually get paid to be a model, right? The first time I talked to her, she was like in the throes of her day job. She wanted to just know kind of like the pricing structure, like how much would the investment be, et cetera, et cetera. And once she got the information, she took her time and she came back when she personally felt like she was in a better financial situation. In the amount of time that she spent in between our first sales call and our second sales call is the same amount of time it took her to land her first paid modeling job. So that means that if she would have started the first time that she talked to me for one-on-one coaching, she would have been paid by the time she actually started coaching with me. But this isn't just the hypotheticals. Let's actually walk through how Chelsea was able to cash in 30 days, right? So we had been doing a lot of the work. We had been putting forth a lot of effort just to kind of get her to grasp what was going on. We had to get her to grasp the understanding of why she was modeling, what the goals were, what niches actually fit her, what works in her area, was she willing to travel, right? How open was she to working without an agency? How open was she to, different types of modeling? Like, we went through the whole gamut. We had her taking her digitals and putting it on a portfolio and putting it out to the public. We had to get her comfortable putting herself out there to the public. We had to set up her social media. Again, none of these things took longer than a day to do, but she had to get out of her head and get into action in order to do it. Okay. There are plenty of models, just like you guys, who hear what I'm saying and don't do anything. There's plenty of busy women just like you who hear what I'm saying and don't do anything. I know a lot of them. Some of them are in the university. They have been rocking out with us. They've been listening to the podcast for free. They've been doing the free masterclass. They've been in the free membership. They've been reading the free blog. And even though they're hearing what I'm saying, they're not doing anything. And this is why I tell a lot of them, hearing and knowing versus actually taking action are two different things. You can hear some really great advice, but if you don't use it, what do you have? You can see somebody do something that can also benefit you, but if you don't also take the same actions, how does it benefit you? It doesn't. And this is why a lot of you guys get caught up in that whole, oh, I'm just learning. I'm just going to listen. I'm going to watch another YouTube video. I'm going to watch another TikTok. And that's for me building my modeling career. And lo and behold, a year from now, you guys are still going to be listening to YouTube videos and watching TikToks and still not have a modeling career. Wow. wow, if you would just take action, even off of the stuff that I'm telling you guys for free. I do the podcast for free. Over 24 hours of like literal insight into the modeling industry for free. I do lives like this for free. I do free Coach Fridays for free. I do Model Mondays for free, right? I give you guys all the stuff for free. But if you don't take action about what I'm telling you guys, even if it's for free, you will never make money as a model. And again, I'm telling you about Chelsea and how she ended up cashing in after only 30 days because Chelsea is like a lot of you guys. Chelsea waited. Chelsea had all the excuses. Chelsea thought that her lack of experience was going to be a problem. She thought that because she didn't have an agency, people weren't going to pay her. She thought that living in her particular location was going to be a problem. She thought that her age, her weight, her having a day job, she thought all these things were going to be a problem. And lo and behold, those are the very things that got her paid bookings. Lo and behold, those are the very things that got her to be able to travel and make money as a model. Lo and behold, those are the things that got her cash in hand. The very same excuses that you guys have that she also had was the reason that she actually had the opportunity to make money as a model. But because you guys just want to hear and you guys just want to learn and you don't want to do, you're not going to have. Let me know if this is making sense. Like, let me know, drop some likes if you guys are watching this live or on the replay. Just like drop some likes so I know I'm talking to you. You know what I mean? Because I've worked with over 1,000 models since I started this university. I've heard every excuse. I've heard every location excuse, every look excuse, every I don't have an agency excuse, every oh, it's not the right time, every I got kids, every I'm in school. I've heard every single excuse. And I've also helped a model in that same exact situation to make money, which is why I'm not saying I don't believe y'all when y'all are just like, oh, well, I have this super special situation. This is why I can't do it. This is why I made one-on-one coaching. Because whatever it is that you think is keeping you from money is actually the way that you're going to get paid. Every single thing that you think is keeping you from money is the exact thing that's going to make you money as a model. Every single time. And so once Chelsea actually grasped what I was telling her to do, once she actually understood, like, okay, I need to know why I'm modeling so I can set goals that I can actually do, so that I can pick a niche that actually fits me, that I can know what actually is going to pay me in my market, so that I can put together a model rate and that I can shoot my own digitals for free. And then I can put that inside of my portfolio. And then I can use that portfolio on my social media. And on my social media, I can grow my network. And my network can help me build my portfolio. And that portfolio can get me paid. Now I understand. Took her a little while, but everybody goes at their own pace. But once she understood the very things that I teach models in 2 weeks, once she understood that, she was able to use that to, in 30 days, get an agency and get multiple paid modeling jobs. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the difference. And I'm so glad that like this is resonating with you guys. Hi to everybody who's joining live. We were talking about how Chelsea ended up cashing in on her modeling career, and we started from scratch. Like, yes, and this is why, like, I'm always just like, it doesn't matter if you're seasoned or you're just starting. The process is literally what's going to make every single model money. It doesn't matter what country you're in. It doesn't matter what look you have. It literally doesn't matter. I had a coaching call earlier today with one of my one-on-one students, and she referenced another student that I had coached. And she's like, hey, when I first started and you showed me this other student that you coached, I thought like, oh man, she's doing so amazing. She's got so many amazing photos and she's making so much money and she's got all these agencies and I'm nowhere near that. And I'm just like, yo, you guys started at 2 different times, but in the same spot. You guys are both short. You guys both have full-time jobs. You guys live in small markets. And both of you guys at this present moment have paid modeling jobs, have multiple agencies, have a portfolio that you're proud of, have people who are reaching out to shoot with you, and you're growing your modeling career. Both of you guys started in the same place. Totally different looks. Same problems, same obstacles. And both of you guys can still make money. That's how Chelsea also ended up cashing in. These are all 3 different models, 3 different looks. All of them have day jobs. None of them have what, like when you think of America's Next Top Model, none of them look like that, but they still got agencies. They still have paid modeling jobs. They still have portfolios. They still have social medias that get them paid opportunities. They still have people who are creative, who are reaching out to them to work with them. Why? Because they actually learned what works for them as they are and where they are. And they did not let their excuses keep them from making money as a model. Let me know if this is making sense to you guys, right? Drop some likes. Let me know, because like I'm giving this to you guys for the free. Okay? For the free, because I think that as we move forward, I don't want us to get to an end of another year with you guys saying, oh, I wish I would have known. Oh, I wish I would have known this. I wish I would have, taken up this opportunity. I wish I would have taken up the challenge. I wish I would have, just done one for my career. I want you guys to stop saying, I wish, I wish, I wish, I wish, I wish. I want you guys to do. The whole reason that the modeling university was even created is because you guys asked me. I tell busy women all the time, and I joke with my students all the time. If I stopped this university today, I still have a full-time modeling career. I just got back from New York, 3 days up there, made some money, came right back. Once I got back here, I got another opportunity to go back up there for another job, right? I still have a full-time modeling career. I got checks coming in the 5 figures. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm talking about? I still have a full-time career. Even if I shut down this university today, you may never. I believe that every model should know how to make money as a model. I feel like every single model should know how to make money as a model, so that if you want to work for free, it's by choice, not by force. Surprise, surprise. If you want to work for free, it's by choice, not by force. There's a space for every single person inside the modeling industry. It's up to you to figure out where that space actually is, because anybody can be a model and there's space for everybody. It's about finding where you fit. And so the reason Chelsea was able to cash in is because we found where she fit. And we didn't take years. We took a couple of weeks, which is why throughout the summer, I did different challenges. I did the 30-day to jumpstart your modeling career challenge, and 4 different models made money as a model in those 30 days, Chelsea included, right? Going into Fashion Week, you guys are so interested in Fashion Week. You guys love Fashion Week. And I've been taking down literally the veil when it comes to Fashion Week every single time. I've already walked in New York Fashion Week, the official New York Fashion Week, not walking during Fashion Week. I walked for somebody who was literally listed on New York Fashion Week's lineup, right? Loved it, made money from it. But a vast majority of the models who are walking in Fashion Week are not being paid. And so I decided that I wanted to do another challenge to get you guys booked by Fashion Week. And if that's interested, like if you guys want to know more about that, put the word Fashion Week in the comments, or DM us the word Fashion Week and we can talk about it. Fashion Week is something that so many models aspire towards, but they don't realize the actual cost of it, right? They don't realize the actual cost of it. And I did a post recently about that, and I tallied it up. Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh. I didn't mean to laugh. Who was that? Rich Auntie, Penny Bags. Shout out to you, girl. This is why I did the challenge. Not girl, laugh, please. Penny. Don't do this to the people. Okay. This is just a little free Coach Friday. But since you're here, let me actually add it up for you. Let me show you why I'm a full-time model, right? Let's add it up. I did a post about this recently. So many models love New York Fashion Week. Fashion Weeks in general. They'll fly to London, baby. In the best case scenario, you are literally paying for your flight. You're paying for your hotel. You're paying for your transportation around the city. Even if you do the Omni card, RIP the Metro card. Even if you do the Omni card, you are paying to get around the city. You have to eat. Okay, you gotta eat. What are you gonna do? You're gonna starve? No. You have to eat. Chances are, unfortunately, you're probably walking in a show that's trying to capitalize on you not knowing that it's not a part of New York Fashion Week. So they're going to try to get you to sell tickets to the show to cover your involvement in the show. So you've got like at least 5 genuine expenses. 5 genuine expenses just to walk for free in New York Fashion Week. And it's not even the official New York Fashion Week. If I'm lying, I'm flying, and my feet are planted on the ground. Okay. Hi to everybody who's joining live. This is what they don't show you. This is why I'm so adamant about teaching models how to make money. Because if everybody in the room is making money off of your look and your location and your likeness and your time and your talents, but you're not making money off of it, I think that's a problem. And I know it's a problem because that's how I started. I started paying to model. I started getting scammed by agency. I started spending all this money to be burnt out and broke and still modeling. I did it all. I did it all. And that's when I realized, well, if the way the industry is telling me to pursue modeling isn't working, then I need to find my own. If the way the industry is telling me, America's Next Top Model is telling me, the agencies are telling me how to be a model isn't working, I'm not making money, maybe I should figure out how to do this for my own. That's how I figured out what was already going to pay me as I was. That's how I figured out what was going to pay me where I was at. That's how I figured out how to actually grow a network that was going to refer me to paid jobs that aren't posted. That's how I figured out multiple ways to find paid modeling jobs without needing an agency. That's how I realized, oh my gosh, this is where the agencies are finding the jobs. Oh my gosh, even beyond that. Here are the agencies that are going to amplify the work that I'm already getting. This is why I figured out the process. And above that, I documented it. I documented it so that it does not matter how tall you are, how short you are, how thick you are, how thin you are, what age you are, where you're located. You got freckles, you got dark skin, you got light skin, you got vitiligo, you got alopecia, you're in the military, you're out of the military, you got a kid, you got a husband, you got a family, you travel. It doesn't matter. The process is still the same. I've helped models, and literally, I've helped models literally who are in countries that I have never even been to make some money. I've helped models who are not my same height, are not my same weight, are not anything like me. I've literally helped them to make money as a model every single time. And do you know how I was able to do that? It's because I did it for myself first. I've helped a model go full time without changing her look or her location. I've helped her replace her entire income from her day job without changing her look or her location, without her needing to have an agency, without her needing to move to New York, without changing anything else about her. I was able to get her to go full time. I think that, like, I don't know how else to get you to have the confidence that it could be you too. I get on here, I coach you guys, I answer your questions, I show you guys what's possible. I literally show up for you sometimes more than y'all show up for yourselves. And the day that you actually decide that you personally don't just want to play model, you don't just want to appear to be a model, you don't just want to show up and, oh, I just took some pictures and I just walked for this person and I just spent all this money just to play model. The day that you actually decide that you deserve to be paid as a model, as you are and where you are, let me know. Would love to help you actually put that into practice. Because it's not going to take years. It didn't take Chelsea years to cash in. She cashed in 30 days. When she actually, like, when it clicked for her and she actually started showing up to her coaching calls and doing what I told her to do for homework, guess what? She booked. She booked. And she didn't book once. She didn't book twice. She booked 3 jobs in that 30-day time period because it finally clicked. She deserves to make money and she can make money. And so if that's something that you guys want to talk more about, currently I'm trying to help another handful of models. And Chelsea was the second model out of the 4 models who booked something in a 30-day span. I want to help you guys book something by Fashion Week. New York Fashion Week this year is September 10th through the 15th. I don't know if I'm going to be in town. I might be. I'm going to be coming back from like Martha's Vineyard. So I'll see y'all. But the big thing that I want you guys to be able to do is say that you booked something before New York Fashion Week. I want you guys to be able to say you booked a paid modeling job before New York Fashion Week. If that's something you're interested in, you can DM us the word Fashion Week or drop the word Fashion Week and I'll reach out to you. Because I actually want to break down, 1, how it's possible, and 2, take you step by step with some one-on-one coaching to actually achieve it. And if you guys are interested in like what this actually going to look like, right? I did a post about this recently as well. What the breakdown would be. So like if you decide to take this challenge up, right? I think it starts, it starts tomorrow. So the official challenge starts tomorrow. If you join after the challenge starts, it's fine. You just get less time in the challenge. Doesn't matter to me. If I'm able to get somebody some money in 30 days, it doesn't matter if you have 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, you're going to make the money, right? So if you want to get booked by Fashion Week, this is how I'm actually coaching models who are taking up the challenge, right? Week number 1, we are putting together why you're modeling, what your goals are, what your niches are, what your rates are, what your market is, packing your modeling bag, and of course, taking your model digitals. That's the first week, okay? Sounds like a lot, but all I need is 30 minutes a day, and you can execute that. It's just that simple. It's simple because I'm telling you exactly what to do step by step. It's not taking a lot of your time. You can learn on your lunch break, execute it at the end of the day when you get off of work, and you're good to go, right? Right. Once week 1 is done, Week 2 comes in. Week 2, we're going to take everything we did in week 1 and we're going to amplify it. Here's where we're going to put together your portfolio without needing to hire a photographer. Same thing for the digitals. You don't need to hire a photographer. We're going to put together your portfolio for free. We are going to actually set up your social media for simple success, right? So that you are searchable, you're findable, and people know what you do well and why they should work with you, right? Right. From there, we are actually going to grow your network from your social media. Hello. From there, we are going to make sure that you know where to find paid modeling jobs and how to apply to them. And you're going to apply to paid modeling jobs. And then as a bonus, we're absolutely going to see what agencies will amplify you and we can apply to them so that you just have something coming down the pipeline, right? The last thing that we're going to make sure that we're doing in that kind of like setup for the second week is, most importantly, we are going to make sure you have all the scripts about what to say when you're networking, what to say when you're applying, and more importantly, what to say when people are following up with you about, why you're reaching out to them, whether it's a job or a shoot. Okay. Mind you, these are the same things that Chelsea did to cash in 30 days. Okay. She got multiple paid modeling jobs using the same process. All right. Once we're done with week 2, because the challenge is to get you a paid booking by Fashion Week, in the third week, we're going to double down on where we're looking for paid modeling jobs. Because in the first 2 weeks, we set up the career, we set up, your foundation. But that third week, we are expanding where you're looking for paid modeling jobs. We're applying to more sites. We're putting you up on different free sites. And we're making sure that you are not just applying, but finding jobs on multiple outlets so that you have more irons in the fire, as we like to say, that can actually strike well, So that's the third week. So you went from just having the foundation to now having multiple places where you can find paid modeling jobs for free and successfully applying to them and putting your name out there. So it's a great thing. Okay. Now, the last week, that's the week that we're actually going to be taking a long, hard look at what we've done so far, what's working, what's not working, and making a couple of adjustments, right? Because by this time, you would have been applying to paid modeling jobs for a week and a half. And of course, by then, you would have gotten somebody to reach back out to you. We could see if it was successful, if it wasn't successful, why. If it was successful, great, let's do more of that. And before you know it, it's going to be Fashion Week. Before you know it, it's going to be Fashion Week. And I think that's the amazing thing about having such a simple process that you can do in 30 minutes a day, is that it works. It's that it works. It's that it works. Every single model that I've come on here and told you guys about, like, hey, I helped them get paid modeling work in the last 30 days. It's the same thing. And what's crazy to me is that, like, when I think about Svenja, when I think about Chelsea, when I think about, of course, Beth, who recently just got her first paid modeling job. I'm so proud of her. I'll talk to you guys about her on the next one. But she is a very mature model. And she was still able to get paid bookings, even living in like a tertiary / remote market. Like, she was still able to get bookings. When I think about Sophie, who, again, small market, never thought that she was going to get paid, literally has not just a paid job, but other paid jobs coming down the line. All these models are in different locations, different ages, different looks, different, goals, different hopes, different dreams, different niches. Literally everything is different about them. But the process that I'm walking them through has helped each and every one of them make money. And I want the same to be true for you. So if you actually want to earn as a model, if you want to cash in on your look and your location without needing to wait for an HC, without needing to change your look, without needing to change your location, without needing to quit your job, like, no matter how busy you are, I'm gonna leave out with that. I always joke with the busy women who like get on sales calls with me. I was like, hey, you can never be busier than a single mom working a day job from home, homeschooling her son, writing a dissertation for school, living in a small market, no agency, and she's up there in age, has a full figure body. You'll never be busier than her. And if I can get her multiple paid modeling jobs, I can do the same for you. Okay. So it's up to you though. If you want to take the current challenge and get, your first paid modeling job by Fashion Week, by all means, DM us the word Fashion Week, drop Fashion Week in the comments below. Like, that's the vibe. Because the last challenge I did, for 4 models to book paid modeling work in the last 30 days, I literally want to do this again. But I want to do it with more intention. So hi to everybody who's joining live. I see Penny, I got you with the Fashion Week. I got you for sure. And this is what's also really crazy, because I know how influential getting paid to model is, how it changes how you show up as a model, how it changes what you think about, how you think about modeling, how you show up as a model, because I know what a drastic difference it is to make money as a model can make in a model's career. I am so big about coaching. I am so big about showing you exactly how you can make money as a model. Not what the industry says, but how you specifically can make money as a model. That is why I'm doing another challenge. Because I thought, like, after the last 30 days, I'm like, hey, maybe people really don't want this, right? Maybe people really don't want to know how to make money. Maybe they've just been complaining because they want to complain, right? Maybe they've just been saying they don't know how to model, or they don't know what to do to model. It's so overwhelming because they just want to cop out. But to see how many models showed up for that challenge, and then to have like basically a model a week make money, it's just like, no, I gotta run this back. And if I run this back and I just focus on the models who want to make money solely, I know that moving forward, there's going to be my goal is to have another 5 models get a paid booking by Fashion Week. That's what I want to be able to do as a coach. If you want to be one of those models, if you want to make sure that you get your next or first paid modeling job by Fashion Week, by all means, again, you can DM us the word Fashion Week, drop the word Fashion Week, and I will reach out to you and we can set up a sales call, because this is a challenge that went so well over the last 30 days that I am dying to help somebody else take the same leap and have better results. Okay, because the models who made their money, they made their money. Like they're gonna keep making money. Oh, that's another thing. Ooh, let me say it before I leave. Because I'm a coach and I'm not an agent, every dollar they make, they get to keep. So the things that I just taught these models how to do over the last 30 days, they can make money from it for the rest of their modeling careers, as long as they want to model. And by the way, you never age out of modeling. So here are 4 models who, for the rest of their lives, can just continue to book paid modeling jobs with or without an agency. They can continue to make money for as long as they want to make money. That is why I have this university. They can continue to make money as long as they want to make money, because they know where to look. They know what's going to work for them. They know how to apply to it and what to say. They know how to do the follow-up. They know how to show up professionally. They know how to get the booking. Okay. And they can do that for the rest of their lives. Yeah, I definitely want to help another 5 models do that this before Fashion Week. So yeah, if you're one of those models, I already went over, what's going to be inside of the challenge, what you can expect. If this is for you, I will be DMing you, of course. Or you can DM us first, you know what I'm saying? Drop the word Fashion Week or DM us the word Fashion Week. Let's get on a quick sales call. Let's make sure that this is exactly what you want and matches with your goals. It's going to eradicate your struggles, and we can actually get you your next or first paid modeling job by Fashion Week. That is the goal. That is the goal. All right, guys. If you have any other questions, comments, or concerns, I'm only a DM away. Hopefully, this has been a very educational and inspirational chat that we've had on this Free Coach Friday. I will be popping back in with a new, it's funny to call it like a case study, but just a success story, because I mentioned Beth. I want to tell you guys about Beth, because Beth just got her first paid model booking in like the last 4 years through the last 30 days. So I'm going to tell you guys about her in a future live. So come back and stay tuned for that. But for everybody else, if this is a challenge for you, I will be DMing you, or you can DM us the word Fashion Week, and let's talk about how we can get you your next or first paid model booking by New York Fashion Week. All right. I'm so excited for you guys. I'll be talking to you guys again really, really soon. Bye.